Hi guys, as I've always emphasized, Pixellab can be used to create anything, just anything. As long as you can imagine it, you can create it with Pixellab. Okay, it's just for you to understand how to use the right tools, when to use them, how to manipulate and control everything on Pixellab. You can create whatever you need to create. Okay, in this video, I'll be teaching you how to create a simple magazine cover. Okay, very simple magazine cover. This video might take up to 15 to 20 minutes, so stay put as we ride along. All right, this is your background. We're using a white background. Okay, go ahead, import the picture. First of all, this design won't be having a lot of write-up, so mostly designs, mostly aesthetics. Use as many elements as possible just to beautify your work. All right, now let's add the picture. This is the picture I'll be using. Reduce here so you can have space whenever you want to edit any other thing. All right, you proceed and expand the picture. You go ahead to add your text. So we're assuming that the name of this magazine is Soul. All right, so Soul magazine. So leave it at Soul, and then we change the font. Do not forget your A sign whenever you're working with letters. Okay, we go to font and select the right font. I think I've used that font before. Okay, select one of the non-Latin fonts. Yeah, the second one. Okay, all right, expand as much as you can, then centralize it. Go to relative position, click here, and you have it in the middle now. Okay, you're good with that. Then select a color for it. Let's use this color. If you don't find this color, kindly click on this plus sign and rotate around here and use this to control the dexterity of the color. All right, okay, this is the color I'll be using. Now I have the color. Okay, I have the color, and I'm planning to make this text transparent. So I'm going to use the opacity feature. Reduce the opacity to 70. Yeah, let's leave it at 70. Then you send it to back. Send it behind this picture. Click on this. You drag. And you have it behind the picture right now. Good. Now you duplicate the soul. Alright. Duplicate. Put it just right on top of the other soul. And then go back to a color. Yeah, go back to color, click on this plus sign and drag this last line to the left, and you have transparency. Then go to stroke, enable stroke, reduce the stroke width to 3, leave it at 3. Then select stroke color, which is the same color you used here. Okay, good, we're there. So you can see that this, there's a space here. Just readjust this. Okay, we're good to go now. And you duplicate this, the second soul you created, duplicate and rotate it to bring it down here. Probably reduce the size just a little. Okay, so you go ahead to add your design elements. I already prepared mine. Use about three different elements here. Go to my gallery, go to my design materials. I save them here. Add the first one and properly position it wherever I want. Okay, this is, let's say I leave it here, and then change the color to what I already have. Reduce the opacity. Okay, rotate it, you can keep it whichever way you want. So let's say we take the opacity down to 25. Then you add the last texture you're planning to use on the design materials. Okay, here we go. Change the color to, let's say, green. Yep, reduce the size. Okay, duplicate. So use red for this one. Okay, and let's say we rotate it. Yeah, keep it somewhere here. Then we go back to shapes to add a plus sign or a times sign. So whatever shape you want to leave it at, it's up to you. So for the first one, I'm going to leave it as a times. Yeah, I'll leave it as a times sign. Then select the green color for it. I reduce the size so much, and then I move it. Go to position and move it. Just watch what I just did here. Move by 30 pixels. This is the width and height at which you want to move an object. Okay, if I select 30 pixels where it is currently and I try to move, you can see the distance at which it's going at one click. Okay, and if I drop it down, let's say 12, it has reduced. Drop it to 4, it's moving slowly. All right, so this is needed when let's say you have you're working on a very close, trying to put two things at the same margin, so you can reduce it probably by 1, so it will go slowly to be on that particular margin you want it to be. All right, so that's it. And we duplicate, then we change the color for this one, so we leave it at red. Right, it's red. Okay, yeah, red is okay. And we duplicate again, change the color to white. Excellent. All right, we've gotten something there. Then we can still duplicate to spread the same aesthetics we're using here. Just move it down to this other place. Okay, we copy again. You can as well drag this. Okay, you can as well drag and duplicate again. Remember, I told you it's important to work with, to have something in mind while you're working. Alright, while you're designing, you already have something in mind, and as you're progressing, other ideas will be coming. Even what you have in mind might no longer work. You decide, okay, let me do something different. Alright, Okay, and do not forget about uniformity. It's important. I repeat again, it's important. So we're using this plus and time sign, try to spread it everywhere. There's a reason for it, and the reason is uniqueness and uniformity. Okay, all right, duplicate this, go to position, and move it down just a little bit. Yeah, okay, let's leave it here and probably change the color to green, and we duplicate again. You're wondering why. You duplicate as much as you want, as long as it's still in line with your design, right? As long as you're not distorting anything with so much elements. Okay, so we leave it there and give it a red color. Okay, so there's something we'll come back to do on this picture, the lady. Alright, so we can do a little touch on it if we want. So let's add the last text. I think we should be done after that text, and we can go back to touching up this lady. So let's say experience the power of individuality. Okay, we have that. Go to fonts and select this SQL Fina, or we select this, yeah, Bembone CF Light. Let's use that. Okay, reduce the size, and you can leave it at that. Yeah, here is the original size. I think yeah, it's at 40, so you can reduce it to, say, 35. Let's leave it at 35. Okay, then you make it bold. Go to style, go to B, and you're good. Okay, so you can as well decide to reduce the opacity of these elements. Reduce the opacity. Alright, at 60. Same with this. At 60. So you have something. Okay, you have something right now. So let's see if we can touch up this picture a little. Go to color filters. Reduce the first one. Increase rather. Okay, you can see you can change the color to whatever you want. You can do a lot of touch up with this 4 combination: hue, saturation, brightness, and contrast. Okay, so let's leave this at 6. Is this okay? Yeah, this works. At 6, you can reduce the brightness if that suits you. Okay, let's say we leave the brightness at -5. Now we have something. So you go ahead to save. Here's the quality. Keep it at very high. It's always when you save. Perfect.